After winning 2 out of 3 championships, Suzuki and Joan Mir are in the crosshair of all the other teams and the riders on the grid. With the departure of their team manager Davide Brivio to Alpine F1 project, some might think that they are at an additional disadvantage of team instability. Let's talk about what the reigning champion Joan Mir thinks about all this and his mentality going into the new season. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Picks. 2021 will be an important year for the reigning champion Joan Mir, probably the most important year of his life. He has a title to protect and all his rivals are eagerly waiting for the season to begin to snatch it away from him. Last year, World SBK rider Michel Fabrizio said, without Marquez, they all realized they were racers. Now I won't go that far, but I'll say this, absence of Marquez for almost the whole season has made the others hungrier for victories. Another variable for Joan Mir and Suzuki is the absence of their beloved Davide Brivio. Talking about his exit, Mir said, "I was in shock when I first heard the news, but I think inside Suzuki we have very competitive people that are able to manage the situation in the best way. That's why I'm calm. I think that Sahara-san and inside of Suzuki they will do what is best for Suzuki, and that's the best for me also, so I'm not worried." One good sign for Suzuki is that the project leader Sahara-san's 2021 targets are even higher than the results achieved last season, basically meaning he has faith that the team can deliver even without Brivio. The other teams and riders have nothing to lose and will certainly be looking to exploit any weakness Suzuki or Mir shows. For Mir, this means that the stakes are now even higher with all these variables, and he knows it and is ready for the challenge. In a recent interview, he said, "I will have the pressure straight away this year. Last year, I was feeling the pressure, but it didn't affect me in a negative way. This is something that we have to do again this season, and if I have this pressure from the first race, it means that we will be at 100% at the first race. So I think it will be really important and the key for the season to take the pressure in a positive way." Reflecting on his ambition and expectations from 2021 season, he said, "I still have a long career ahead of me, but the challenge of winning again motivates me a lot. If this year I'm not in the front in all the races, I would be demotivated. I think I have to be there at the front and I have the potential to be there. Then to fight for the championship or not, to win the championship or not is another thing. Failure would be not to have fought for the title." When asked about Marc Marquez's situation, he said, "I want with all my heart for him to be there because I can imagine what he is going through. With the pace of life that he is used to, he had to sit home, not racing for a year and still not knowing anything for sure about the future. It must be very difficult. I know everyone is talking about his return and see my fight with him, but I am not obsessed at all. That day will inevitably come and hopefully Marc will recover and I can be doing a good job on the track and fighting with him. He is one of the best, or the best ever." He concluded by saying, "Last year I said that I didn't win the championship because of his injury, because it's not like he was kidnapped. He was injured trying to beat us all, and that happens in racing. But I was wrong. I'd like to win the next title with him on the track and it would be worth more. I'd give it more value." Will the effects of Brivio's absence be visible in Suzuki's performance on the track? What led to the change in Mir's stance towards his first title win without Marquez on track? Should he be thinking a bit less of his first championship like this just because Marc was not on track? By making such statements, is he in a way agreeing with his critics from last year who said that he won only because Marc is not there? What do you think? Let me know down in comments below. Away from Suzuki and Mir, interesting things are taking shape in the universe of satellite team. Valentino Rossi's right-hand man, Luca, in an interview with Sky Sports in Italy said, "Rossi will evaluate for first 6 or 7 races of 2021 season with his new team Petronas SRT and judge whether he's still having fun and he's still competitive or not. At that point, he will make a decision." More importantly, talking about Team VR46, he said, "A full-fledged VR46 team in Premier class is already in the talks. Even though they are debuting in 2021 with Ducati with just one bike, the final decision regarding the bike in 2022 is still not finalized." And he also mentioned that the team's heart is certainly with Yamaha. Whether it will come to fruition or not, only time will tell. When asked about a possibility of VR46 Yamaha satellite team, Lynn Jarvis said, "We are seriously contemplating the options to make it happen. But since the relationship with Petronas is so good, one option is to run 6 bikes. Can we do it? Yes. Do we want to? Not necessarily." Throwing a spanner in the works, KTM Motorsports director Pit Bearer said that he will be happy to supply KTMs to Team VR46 in the future. As of now, Tech 3 is the only satellite team with a long-term contract signed with KTM. Rest of the satellite teams' contracts are ending this year, and we are in for a big shuffle, given that Yamaha might be persuaded by Rossi's Team VR46. Suzuki and Aprilia don't even have satellite teams and Ducati have 2, but all that in a future video. If you're still here, give me a thumbs up down below. Also hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so that you get notified as soon as your next racing news fix is uploaded. For today, I will leave you with the images of the new LCR Honda bikes for 2021. My name is Sankalp and I will see you in the next video.